what's good? It's your boy Dar from Now Coaching and Entertainment for coaching links down below. Spirit Guidance Darcy readings down below. We're gonna talk about that because Discord down below too. Go join that. It's full of Darcy's inside. There's a very dope Discord. But look, I just lowered some of the prices on my website and I added some new services, the Star Seed readings and the Spirit Guide readings. And I'm going to talk about what those are. And I'll even go over some of the other services on my website. And I'll talk about some of the ones that's going to come more in the future because I got more stuff coming, bro. I just wanted to give y'all this quick John real quick. My website's all updated, you know what I'm saying? I got my PC now and stuff like that. So it's like I got the computer, you know what I'm saying? Look, even on this channel, do y'all want reaction videos, bro? Like, I'll react to that, like all kinds of stuff. Like, I mean, I react to spiritual videos and whatever else like y'all want to do. I'm probably gonna make a separate channel for it, you know what I'm saying? But then I'll probably upload some spiritual stuff on here. But like, if it's some shit that's not spiritual, you know what I'm saying? We gonna see what's up with that because I ain't gonna lie. I I like doing all kinds of things. So if y'all want to see that, you know what I'm saying, it's a little entertainment for y'all. I could make it educational entertainment or just some funny shit. But even if it's on some funny shit, you know me, I'm gonna add some, you know what I mean? I'm gonna add some genie magic to it, aka some supreme sauce, you know, because you know I'm Genie dot aka. You know, I got all kinds of names. Genie dot Genie. I am the genie. I mean my own magic. Genie magic. There's two kinds of genie magic, one for manifestation and one for war. I call it the genie magic of creation and the genie magic of destruction, aka supreme sauce. I call it sauce. Magic is sauce because magic is just when you take energy from all different dimensions and objects and pretty much there's all different kinds of sources, hence sorcery, sourcing your power from different objects and dimensions. I already talked about, I made a whole live stream about sorcery and stuff like that. And then guess what? I watched Doctor Strange. When they explained what sorcery was, the girl said the same thing. We harness energy from different dimensions in order to conjure weapons, create shields, and to make magic. It's pretty much what she said. I quoted the whole entire genre. It wasn't exactly that, but it's pretty much they said the same exact thing, bro. Doctor, if you want to know, Doctor Strange got them keys inside there. The first and the second one, they got real keys inside that. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So pretty much when you make sauce, you be putting all different kinds of jokes together and stuff like that. That you make the sauce. So you know what I'm saying? That's magic. I made my own magic, bro. I'm gonna start having services where it's like, do y'all need some magic services, bro? I'll help get some magic inside y'all life, cause keep it right with you, bro. Like in my everyday life, people don't even be knowing I be doing this for them, but I be helping them out a little bit. I just be doing a little saying like group manifestation and stuff like that. Actually, one of my boys, I did tell one of my boys to kind of help add to it and stuff like that. But I really be doing stuff for people just to just do it off the strength. I remember the first time I ever did something like that. I was 15. The George Floyd stuff happened, and like I left my body, and then like there was like a whole riot happening, and then I flew over the riot. I just was spreading like these sprinkles and people to make them feel more positive and stuff like that. And then a week later, there was actually a George Floyd riot inside my neighborhood. That shit was crazy as fuck. But like, yeah, so now that I'm more conscious of all this magic shit, I be blessing people, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to call it like giving out blessings, but I will definitely do some magical services coming soon. And I will also teach magic and stuff like that. In my Patreon, I'm going to have like different tiers. So the first joint is going to be just about Dottism because you're going to need to understand Dottism and the dotted trick systematic framework to understand magic and stuff like that. You're going to need to understand. After that, you're going to need the first level of the Genie School of Supreme Sorcery and then the advanced school of the Genie Supreme Sorcery. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. I got y'all. But with that being said, because I am Sorcerer Supreme. And I said that, John, before even watching Doctor Strange, and the top sorcerer is called Sorcerer Supreme. So because I didn't know that, and I already said that, and then they had that in Doctor Strange, I'm not Sorcerer Supreme. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. With that being, and also everybody that learns from me, bro, you know what I'm saying? Don't, bro, y'all might really be crazier than me with this shit. And if y'all is, we gonna all learn from each other and have a big ass community and stuff like that. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna have magic services coming and stuff like that, and I'm gonna have the magical school coming. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. Um, yeah. Now let's talk about these services though. So Spirit guide readings are going to be split up into three zones. We have the 15-minute, 30-minute. I didn't mean to drop luckily, I'm gonna have healing services coming soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have when it comes to emotional healing, chakra healing, inner child healing, and then I'm gonna have some healing magical just proof John for y'all also. I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm coming with a lot of things, coming with a lot of things. So but with the spirit guide readings, right? If you have like a question you want to ask your spirit guides real quick, that's what these are for. With more time, so like a 15-minute reading, get a quick question out the way. I pull like 3 to 6 oracle cards usually. I always say at least three, but like there tends to be more that I end up pulling because your guys be having stuff to say. So that's what the quick spirit guide reading is. It's just a quick answer to your question real quick, you know what I'm saying, and any important information that they want to get across. If you don't have any questions, you can still book a reading to see what your spirit guides have to say real quick. The 30-minute readings, you're going to get more of like an introduction as to like who your guides are and stuff like that. You could have more questions answered, or like you could have one question get answered way more in depth. And then with the 1 hour reading, you're gonna get like, yeah, you're gonna just know like you're gonna get your whole spirit team type shit, you know what I'm saying? Multiple details with your questions and stuff like that. I'm gonna be pulling more cards and stuff like that. With the 30-minute readings, it tends to be like 6 to 9 cards. I always say at least 6, but it tends to be more and stuff like that. And then with like the deep spirit guide 1 hour reading, it tends to be at least 9 cards, but probably it'd be like 12, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes even more than that. So like, you know, I got that. That's the spirit guide readings pretty much. So it goes from basically if you want to just ask a simple question to do you want to get more in depth with your question and know more about your guides to freaking like do you want to know who your whole team is and how they work with you on a daily basis and get really good details on your life and stuff like that. It's like you could read about it on my website and stuff like that. Just fill out the form real quick down below in my link tree and then you could book the reading and stuff like that. The 15-minute reading is $50. The 30-minute reading is $80. The deep spirit guide reading is $140. That's a whole hour. The basic reading is 30 minutes. That's the $80 one, and the 15 that's 50. So like I said. Then we also got the Starseed Jones. So the Starseed Jones go from 15 minutes, then 30 minutes, then 1 hour. Then I'll also do mentorship programs because like naturally in my past lives I kind of like already worked with people to like like help them spiritually advance and do all kinds of things. So it's like this is kind of like that's a thing that I already do. So I'm like, if you want some mentorship real quick, you could work with me for 6 weeks, for 3 months, for 6 months, or for 1 year. That's on my website too. Just fill out the form and stuff like that down below. You could book that join. The 15-minute Starseed reading is going to be like an introduction as to like, this is what Starseed you are. This is what qualities you have. It's pretty much going to be that basic, quick little Starseed reading. Just find out like who you are and like what you're like and stuff like that, Quick 15-minute reading for $45. The basic Starseed reading is going to be $75, 30 minutes. That's going to be like, you're going to know like way more about like who you are. Sometimes multiple lives will pop through. Either multiple lives are going to pop through or it's going to get like really in depth on one life that you need to start embodying right now. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to know like way more about your Starseed heritage, that's for the 30-minute reading, Then the deep Starseed reading for 1 hour. And by the way, like I said, that one's $75 for 30 minutes. The deep Starseed reading, which is $135 for 1 hour, that's like, you're going to get really deep. Like, okay, what's your Starseed heritage? You know what I'm saying? What are your qualities and why did you even incarnate on this earth in the first place? Like what's your purpose on this earth, So we're going to get really deep into like who you are, why you came here, what spirit guides you have around you and stuff like that. Like who's your cosmic family, who's your spirit team and stuff like that. I'm gonna be pulling cards for all these Jones too with the 15-minute readings. It's like the last one with the 3 cards and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But it'd be like 6 sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Even it could be even more sometimes. It depends on what you guys have to say. The 30-minute reading, that's like usually like 6 cards, but it could be like really like 9 cards and stuff like that. The 1 hour reading, that's like 9 cards to like 12 cards, somewhere around there. And yeah. with the 30-minute readings, you can still get advice from your guides too. Even with the quick Starseed reading, because sometimes your guides may just slip some shit inside there real quick. So it's like if your guys got some shit to say, I'm gonna add it in there. You know, like if this shit, like let's say you book a 15-minute reading, but the message takes like 25 minutes. It's just going to take 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna be like, oh, 15 minutes is up. We're gonna like, nah, bro. Because the point is to just get a message across. Is to get a message across from your guides, and the time variables deal with like how much you need to know type shit. You know, because sometimes like I'll work with somebody and then like I'll tell them what they need to know, and then like the next day like their guides will show me a whole bunch of shit, and I'm like, damn, why didn't y'all give me this shit before? But it's like they didn't need to know that type of shit, and then out of nowhere they book another like session and stuff like that, and I talk to them again, and then like, you know what I'm saying, it's like where they're at the time they booked that is perfect for the information that I got the day after that day. So like it'd be weird like that, like people's guys be coming to me, working through me and like telling me stuff before people even book with me, so that way I could already be prepared, and I already be having the cards, I'll be pulling them. Then while talking to people, I get more information sometime. It just be a whole, like, it's crazy how this whole spirit guide stuff works. So it's like, yeah, it seems as if like people's spirit guides naturally draw them to book with me type shit, and then like, you know, I could help serve them and stuff like that, depending on like how much they need to know, and how much they need to know is gonna. It's like it's so crazy. Like people will know which one they need to pick, if it's the 15-minute or the 1 hour, or if it's the whole mentorship. Because the mentor, let's talk about the mentorship joint now. So the mentorship joint is if you feel like you're like really drawn to me, like, and like I could really help you. Before we even start that joint, I'm gonna have to get on a consultation with you. If you go on my website, you're gonna see the price is gonna say 6 weeks to 750, right? But when you actually book the call, you don't put in any of your card information. You're just gonna like book it, and then like I could send you an invoice, but I'm not gonna do that until after we talk and I see if we're actually compatible. Because if we're not compatible and I don't think I'm the person for you, I'm just be like, and it that don't even mean it's like your fault. It could just mean that like me and you just like there's probably somebody else out there for you, or you might not even really need me for real, or I might not be able to help you in this you want to in the ways you want to get help type shit. You know what I'm saying? You may be like, hey, I want to learn how to fly, and I'm like, you know what? I can't teach you that, but I'll point you in the direction of somebody who actually can, because I really can. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna, you know, hop on a consultation when it comes to all the mentorship Jones. We're gonna hop on consultation. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the basic readings to the deep readings, that you don't we don't really need a consultation for that, due to the simple fact that like when you fill out the form, I'll know everything I have to know, and plus like your guides probably made you come to me for a certain reason in the first place. And for the people who book consultations, we'll probably be compatible for the most part. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time I had a consultation with somebody, we were always compatible. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I was always able to like work with them and be able to help them and stuff like that. And like their guides will show me things while talking to them. Some stuff they'll be some it's crazy because I'll talk to people though, and some stuff it's like their guides will be like, you better not say this, don't. Like it's like they'll bring up certain stuff, and then like they'll keep certain shit in the back, like, yeah, you better not say this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you better save that. I'm like, okay, but I'm like, damn, like, what if I don't talk to them ever again? But they're like, you're gonna talk to them. They're gonna book again because they have to book again, and it's like it's so weird how this shit work. But yeah. So the 6 week John, that's 750. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, we'll be working 1-on-1 for 6 weeks, and once a week for 6 weeks, I'm gonna be talking to you on the phone and stuff like that. And you'll also be able to like text me and stuff like that. And then like when I'm free and shit, I'll be like responding to you, because like I'll be able to make time for you obviously if you book with me and stuff like that. Like we might not be able to be texting like 24/7, but like you could send me a text real quick. I'm gonna say like, oh yeah, your guys have to have this to say and da 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 type stuff. That's why also with the mentorship program, I have to be able to see if like you're a person who could also be like, because like I'm here to help you, but like I need to be able to see like if you're able to be self-sufficient on your own, due to the fact that like I wouldn't want you to work with me for a whole 6 weeks, and then you get all this crazy insight, and then like after you work with me you can't get any insight on your own. I would hate that, because then at that point, so you become dependent on me, and then you gotta always come to me, and that's not the purpose of this. The mentorship is so that way you could become a person who's able to channel your guides on your own and be connected with your spiritual self all on your own. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I also want to do like the Supreme Genie, that Supreme School of Sorcery. I want to be able to teach that shit, so that way I don't ever gotta always do the whole magical services and stuff. You can just do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm gonna obviously give out tips on my YouTube. Not it's gonna be on my Patreon. And also, if you join the Discord down below, I will be teaching more exclusive classes on there for free and stuff like that. So when I do this whole magic shit and any other things I end up doing in the future, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But that's how the mentorship program worked though for the 6 week John. Then we have the 3 month John. It's pretty much the same exact thing. We work one on one and stuff like that. And for the 3 month, obviously I'll be talking to you once a week for 3 months. And you could always text me and stuff like that. And yeah, so it's pretty much the same as a 6 week John, except it's for 3 months. So we'll likely get way deeper. I'll be able to, we'll be talking for way longer. I'll be giving you way more advice, all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be using the cards and stuff like that too. Also, sometimes you could text me and stuff like that too. And then I may just give you a quick ass card reading real quick. Like, okay, let me just pull some cards for you real quick. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna be. It's a pretty nice service to work with me one on one. The 3 month program is 1,500. Then the 6 month John, that's 3,000. 6 months, pretty much the same as that. John has said we're talking once a week for 6 months, and you can always text me for the 6 months and stuff like that. And then we have the 1 year program, which is 5,500, and that's pretty much the longest one. So if we work together for a whole bunch. Oh, and also, bro, something that's cool as hell too that I'm gonna be doing. If I work with you, bro, we may be like talking together in the astral and stuff like that too. Like I think it's gonna be so dope because I know for a fact that some of us might end up just going on whole missions together, or I may just come over and help you do some shit astrally, like some astral healing shit, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna assume they're not gonna do that with every single person, but I know for a fact I'm gonna be doing that type of stuff because I've already done that before. I'll have a client and stuff like that. It's I'll have dreams about a client before I even get them, and then it's holy shit, I saw you in a dream before. Or it'll be some shit I talked to a person, right, and then I'll have a dream about them the next day, and it's I was see something that they're going through, but I help them with what they're going through type shit, and then they'll book coaching again or something like that, and then they pretty much tell to me about something they went through inside their life that was reflective of the dream. And it's they'll be yeah, I went through this, but I actually handled it this way because when I talked to you before, you kind of helped me see things a certain kind of a way. So therefore, when this new situation happened, I knew how to handle it in the right way. And I'm just damn. And it's it's kind of funny because it's in the dream, it's I saw you go through that shit, and I kind of helped you inside that dream. And now you're saying that my advice helped you when you went through the situation in real life. And it's it'd be so weird how this shit work, bro. And because I'm really not because I'm really advancing on my spiritual path and this kind of, I could literally, bro, the other day I got access to the Akashic records because I already made the video about the 6th dimensional Arcturian Archangel shit who's a timekeeper and stuff like that. Because of that, it's I'm a galactic historian. I literally have access to all the Akashic records. I literally just peel them bitches up and just open them, just whatever the fuck I want to type shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is high key crazy. I've been learning a lot of galactic history, but I'm gonna be coming out with on this channel and stuff like that, bro. So just definitely stay tuned for that shit. Especially now I got this computer and stuff like that, bro. I could make the presentations way easier. I'm making PowerPoints and stuff like that, and I'll be having my face recording with the PowerPoint John right next to it, face cam PowerPoint. It's gonna be so fucking. It's so much shit coming to this channel, bro. I really got that super hot fire flame. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then with the other services, right? So I lowered the prices for my identity and mindset development, spiritual life coaching, and astrological life coaching. So let's talk about that for a little bit, then I'll wrap this video up. So as far as the identity and mindset development coaching, right, we have the 30-minute option, the 1 hour option. The 30-minute option is now $60. I forgot how much it was before. It was in the hundreds, I think. But it's $60 now and stuff like that. Identity and mindset development coaching is pretty much when you want to achieve a certain goal in your life and you want to become a certain kind of person inside your life, you're gonna want to book this kind of coaching. You know what I'm saying? If you don't really care much about that spiritual shit and you don't care much about astrology and stuff like that, and you don't want to hear the spirit guides, you just want to do your more human kind of a thing, there's ways to do that. It's pretty much it's more some self-help, life coaching, mindset development shit. Pretty much I help you form a proper identity the proper mindset, the proper values and beliefs and stuff like that. With the 1 hour coaching, I could get like way more in depth. That one costs 120. Pretty much that one I can like help you add certain routines to your life, certain practices, certain visualizations that really solidify these beliefs and mindsets and stuff like that. Because with 30 minutes, I could definitely do a lot. I could explain the whole entire process of how to like transform yourself as a person and really start doing like shit to make changes inside your life. But with like an hour, I could go way more in depth and use specific as like affirmations, meditations. Because meditations don't always gotta be spiritual. They could just be like literally like just like visualizing certain shit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It could get like way more in depth with the really transforming your personality and stuff like that, which you can do. Of course, also I'm gonna be asking you just like you fill out definitely gotta fill out these forms because like let's say you want to change your whole identity before like a for like a not so smart reason. We're gonna get into that and find out. Now most of the time when people do this service, it usually be for like good reasons and stuff like that. So I could help, like for example, somebody may want to like become a better beat maker and stuff like that. So therefore we help them have a more of a producer's personality and mindset and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, it can't be something like, oh, my girl left me, and I now want to become a different kind of person that she likes and stuff like. Because like, no, because this is not about becoming like fake and stuff like that. The reason why I got it, because the thing is, the person who wants to really do music actually wants to do music, and they're just like they just want to like, you know, become like faster at doing music. Same with other people who want to become like motherfucking like any type of creative thing. Or if it be simple, it could be simple shit like get better at their fucking like construction job. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be like simple ass shit. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to do that, I can help you like speed that up. But it can't be for no stuff like like you're trying to become something that you're really not. You know what I'm saying? Like you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's the identity and mindset development coaching. Spiritual life coaching, I have the 30-minute option, the 1 hour option. 30-minute spiritual life coaching is $75. That is pretty much about how to pretty much really become spiritual. It's about understanding what spirituality actually is and how to properly advance on the spiritual path. In 30 minutes, I could pretty much explain like the basics, you know what I'm saying, and like how to really advance in your life. You could ask me about certain questions, and I could see certain blocks in your life if you have any and stuff like that. We're gonna get that out the way real quick. Now with the 1 hour job, we're gonna go like way more in depth. You know what I'm saying? When we go for like 1 hour, I could really help you in the sense of like I could really help you find out maybe you should study this philosophy. Maybe, oh, Hinduism right now would be great for you, or Taoism would be great for you right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, do these practices right now specifically. I could get like really in depth with your spiritual journey and stuff like that. And because I have this whole reading ability and stuff like that, I could I could kind of oversee your journey a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like weird now how when I talk to people, I just get certain weird information. But in general, the 30-minute Joe is going to be explaining like the basics of okay, spirituality is this. Here's how you properly advance on the path, and you can ask me any questions. And here's what we may be getting in the way of your journey right now. With the 1 hour spiritual life coaching, I could say, okay, I could still explain what spirituality actually is, you know what I'm saying, how to properly advance, and I could say, for you specifically, these practices right here, you might want to practice that. You also may want to study this too. And also you're the kind of person who like needs to actually like experience X, Y, and Z and then do X, Y, and Z and then blah, 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 blah. You know, I could get way more in depth. So the 30-minute joint is $75. The 1 hour is $150. Now for the astrology services, I have 6 of these. We have an astrological coaching note for $50. That's pretty much where I type about like a page, you know what I'm saying, more or less, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it could be 2 pages, sometimes it don't gotta really be that long, you know what I'm saying. But pretty much so you could ask a question and pretty much see like let's say you want to be like, okay bro, should I like do this certain project right now? I could look at the astrology of what's going on right now inside of your life, and I can see actually right now you should focus on healing this, or right now you should focus on creating this, or right now you should focus on, you know, letting go of this, or right now you should focus on adding this into your life. You know what I'm saying? I could kind of see if it's a good time for something, or I could be like, yeah, right now is the perfect time for this actually. Yeah, you're spot on, dude. Definitely do this thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be like, damn, I'm trying to find out why I have this certain tendency to do X, Y, and Z. And I can look at your birth chart and say, oh yeah, because when you were born, you know, you have your moon in Pisces in the freaking 12th house, and that makes you very like dreamlike, and you could be very connected with your unconscious mind and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I could like really like that's for if you don't want a full birth chart reading, you just want to see like one aspect of something, like, okay, why am I like this, why am I like that, you know what I'm saying, or is this happening in some of my life because of this, why is this one thing happening. It's for stuff like that. It's $50 for a coaching note. Then we have the basic birth chart reading note, which is like $55. Now a basic birth chart reading note pretty much like it gives you your whole personality, pretty much your tendencies, but it doesn't include the transits. Like the transits are pretty much like, oh, your moon is squaring Jupiter, you know what I'm saying. um Transits kind of show you what parts of you work well with each other and what parts don't. Like let's say one part of you makes you restrict your emotions, however you like actually expressing your emotions. That could be a conflict because it's like you want to express your emotions but you have a tendency to restrict them, so you got to learn how to balance that out and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. Now when we don't have the transits, all I could really tell you is that, like, oh yeah, you have a tendency to suppress your emotions. However, you do like expressing your emotions, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I include the trends, I could say, okay, these two are squaring each other, which means that inside your life, you're gonna have to learn how to balance them by expressing your emotions, mainly when it comes to, how you feel about certain topics. However, you're not supposed to express your emotions when it's stuff like anger and everything like that, which is the reason why you chose to restrict them. You know what I'm saying? With the treasures, I could actually get more in depth as to how they work together. Even if they're causing conflict, I could tell you how to like better balance them out and stuff like that. So without the transits, the basic birth chart reading note is $55, and then an in-depth birth chart reading note, that's $75. You know what I'm saying? That's with the transits and stuff like that, you know. Now, astrological life coaching and spiritual advice is when we talk on the phone for 30 minutes. That's $90. And pretty much instead of getting like a note that tells you, like, that's when you have another question about, like, okay, why am I like this? Or what's happening in my life right now? You know what I'm saying? That's what astrological life coaching and spiritual advice is. You pretty much just ask me a question and I pretty much give you an answer based upon either your birth chart or the current position of the stars right now. You know what I'm saying? That's when you don't want to get an in-depth birth chart reading, where you just want to get a question answered based upon the position of the planets, either at your time of birth or at the current time and date that you're asking the question at. You know what I'm saying? Now, after that, we have the in-depth birth chart reading with astrological life coaching and spiritual advice. Pretty much that's a 1 hour video call, right? So I'm gonna give you the in-depth birth chart reading with the transits and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna type out a note for you, send it to you, and I'll also explain it to you on the phone and stuff like that. Plus, if you have any questions about like, yo, what's going on in my life right now, or why am I like this, you know what I'm saying, I can give you the answer also. So pretty much it merges the whole spiritual astrology advice based off where the planets are right now, and it also gives you the birth chart reading as well too. It pretty much merges the two, you know what I'm saying? So that's a 1 hour one, for $165. Then I have the in-depth birth chart reading with the forecasting and astrological life coaching and spiritual advice. So that one is a 2 hour call for $285. It's like a whole package, bro. So you get the in-depth birth chart reading with the transits and all that, you know what I'm saying? You could ask me any questions about what's going on in my life right now, you know what I'm saying? You could ask me the whole why am I like this stuff. You could ask me all those questions and I could tell you the answer based upon the current position of the planets and stuff like that. And I'm also going to be forecasting the next moon phase of your life. So every single I dropped y'all again. Hopefully I have those healing services out there for y'all soon, so that way I can heal y'all up every time I drop y'all, because that wasn't very nice. I very much apologize for that. But every moon phase, you tend to evolve in some type of way. Like your emotions and your inner self go through a change every single moon phase. So I'll pretty much be able to like tell you like what moon phase you're going through right now and how it's affecting you right now. And I'll also forecast the next one for you too. So you're gonna get like a whole like month worth of advice, you know what I'm saying, on top of the advice that you get with inside that 2 hour call, plus the in-depth birth chart reading and stuff like that. That's like a whole like package deal, just so that we could like have like straight astrology advice for right now and for like a whole month after, you know what I'm saying? So that's all the services I have right now. I'm gonna be adding stuff like fairy readings, dragon readings, angelic readings, and I'm gonna mix all the three too. So I'll make like a whole mystical reading, John, there, where it's a whole package where it consists of the angels, the fairies, the dragons, freaking even like planetary stuff, messages from Gaia, as in the earth, freaking ancestors. I'll make a whole package. Like I'll make separate jaws of just the angels, then the whole pack with the angels and the fairies. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, ancestor readings are gonna be out and stuff like that. Karmic readings too. Also Egyptian god readings, Hindu god readings. You know what I'm saying? And I'll mix all those together as well too. You know what I'm saying? The Hindu and Egyptian jaw. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the karmic readings is gonna deal with the planets and stuff like that. I'm really excited for that one. I think the ones I want to really add next are like the karmic readings and the healing ones when it comes to like healing your emotions, chakras, inner child and stuff like that. And it goes well with the karmic stuff too, because the karmic stuff is gonna kind of deal with astrology a little bit too. So it's like I'll be able to like the karmic readings is gonna deal with like certain cards that I have, like oracle cards and stuff like that, as well as literally what's going on in your life based upon astrology. Because karma is pretty much like your past actions and how they create tendencies in your life and stuff like that. So like pretty much let's like whenever you do something, right? Let's say like you have a craving for food, right? Every time you feed into that craving, you're gonna like crave it more and more. You're gonna always crave it until you like stop eating it to break the craving, right? Now at certain periods of the year, right, depending on where the planets are at, certain karmas pop out. So it's like what you were doing last Leo season, right, may pop up during the next Leo season, or what you did in Leo season may pop up again when the sun's inside your fifth house, because there's a certain link between Leo and the fifth house and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'll be able to look at what's popping up in your life right now, karmically, when it comes to like the astrology, and also use the cards to get even more information and stuff like that. Then I can mix it with the healing shit so I can help you heal from something. It's gonna be so fucking dope. I think I want to add those next. The ones I'm gonna add next are gonna be the healing readings, the karmic readings, and the mystical fairy Jones with the dragons and angels and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. Also, when those are up, I'll make a video about that too. It's been your boy Dot from Dot Midnight Coaching Entertainment. Coaching links down below. Spirit guide readings and star seed readings down below. Discord down below. Go join that. Everything is down below. All my links down below. TikTok's inside the link tree link. TikTok, Instagram, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Catch me. I'm gonna catch you in my next video. I love you all. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night whenever you watch this. Like I said, once again, I love you. Peace.